Okay, can I have a motion to,
Can you, yeah, give me 1
she's-
second.
okay. Yeah, got it. Okay.
Julie, this is the first.
Oh,
Yeah.
welcome back then.
So
Yeah,
we're
I
trying
had
to
a few
figure
firsts
out-
this month, yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to do a live streaming.
You're all set. Okay, thank you. Could I have a motion, approving Ansel Wood as the legal counsel? Okay, second, all in favor?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
okay, that passes 7.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for working with all of you.
We'll probably get an email from you tomorrow.
With work. Let's get started.
Exactly, yeah.
Please pass it on to Ron.
I will, absolutely. I'll give them a call.
Okay,
You want me to stay?
If you don't mind staying for this next one.
I read through.
You okay with that?
And I wasn't on the clock yet. I got tonight, might as well.
okay, approval of the revised public comment policy regarding public comment at board meeting.
So, yeah, as I mentioned in the packet, because of the changes that were discussed last month about the format of the board meetings, we thought it would be good immediately to change this policy to reflect our current practices. So you can see the edited version on page 7, I believe, and then the clean kind of edited review version. Page 129. I want to thank Monica also for doing a lot of that.
So I have a question. On page 126, in the third paragraph, that starts the attached revision makes it clear. Towards the end of that paragraph, we say that when someone calls the designated voicemail number, a recording from the library makes it clear that their recorded comments may be played back during the board meeting, right? And then if we go to the next page, the revisions, section 3. Here we say comments submitted in writing or by voicemail will be shared with the board in advance of the meeting and may be announced during the public comment section of the board agenda. I'd like to see similar language in the voicemail recording as we have it here in the policy. And so when I look at that word announce, I'm not really clear. If I were a patron, I would not be necessarily knowing that my voicemail recording was actually going to be broadcast for everyone to hear.
I mean, we can change announce to maybe play back.
Yeah,
Okay.
to make it clear to people that what they put in the voicemail recording, that may be heard, right, in the public meeting.
The section, the part about the voicemail will be shared with the board in advance. That I think we can keep, because once we get like a voicemail, we can share the file with the board. Whether or not we play it back during the meeting is covered in that second part of that sentence. Julie, you have-
Yeah, I have no concern. I did read through this. I didn't have any concerns with the changes. This way it gives you some flexibility. If you get a public comment, you're gonna share it with the board, just as you would share an email public comment. But it's your discretion whether you play it back or not.
Question on that, 3.5, we're saying that we do not require a student to provide their address. And I'm thinking the number, address, fine. But I would think we'd want to know what community they're from, because not all of our patrons are.
You actually cannot require it because the Attorney General issued a binding opinion. It's been a while, a few years ago, that prohibits, and this is part of the public comment statute, that the Attorney General interpreted it to say anyone can speak. And it doesn't matter where they live, and so you can't require their address. They can share it voluntarily, but we can't require it.
You know, I was attending a different board meeting and this actually had come up in conversation about this, like, students to think about, but just having patrons or community members, when they want to speak, ask what their relation to the library
agree with me.
That's something. I mean,
They can
As-
share it, but I wouldn't require it as a condition to speak.
okay,
Because I think the Attorney General would say, the statute says that any person can participate in public comment. So, you could ask, you know, if you'd like to share, you know, if you're a patron or, but I would be cautious. I wouldn't
Very
require
careful
it.
how we word that though, because interpret, well, would you like, they're thinking, oh, it's a requirement,
I
right?
think
So,
that, in my experience, we rarely have had public comments in board meetings, but that's not to say that having meetings in the future. From the ones that we have had, I can't think of any person who didn't start off by saying, I am a book patron of the Skokie Public Library, or I've lived in Skokie for so years, or I've lived in Mark Grove, I love the police. You know, so like, there's always an introduction that people start with, so I would, that probably kind of cover, you know, that anyway, even if it's taken.
I just want to go back to yours. So number 3, we're changing that word about being announced during public comment. Given the sentences saying can be submitted in writing or by voicemail, if we're amending it, we should probably say maybe read or played back.
Yes,
Comment
that's good.
section. Since it's written or voicemail.
And that's legal, way back, somebody's.
Well, I believe it is, and we're telling them,
They've given us permission.
right, by,
We told them we're going to, they required them, so they've given permission.
It'd be a public record anyway. Once they send that.
is this a separate phone number? This is a separate.
yes, it's only,
Voicemail box of just.
Monica set it up with our IT department. It's only for this purpose, right?
And that's this, played in the website, or
No,
other people know which number to.
oh, the number, yeah, it's on our website, yeah, but the, yeah, don't play.
No, I know.
So Julia, what there is, since we're putting this on our website and saying to patrons, you know, we welcome your feedback and here are the options, you can email to this email, or you can, leave us a voicemail at this voicemail box. Do we need to say there, any written or verbal comments that you leave, maybe read or played back in public board meeting?
What I would suggest, and might make it a little easier, is just to add a link to the policy. So, you know, our public comment policy can be found here, and that way they have all of it.
Yeah.
So, and that way you don't have to muddy up, kind of have too much there, but just link to it.
And we have that on our website now, with the link, the policy is linked from the web page where the agenda is.
We tell them on the phone, don't be that this is being recorded, and that here the recording may be played during.
We got to cover multiple ways. So,
That's what they do.
oh, really?
I don't.
Oh, it says on number 5, that the board may request but will not require speaker to provide.
But they have to know that we
So why was the time reduced?
That was actually based on a comment by our former saying 5 minutes is a lot of time in board meetings, and it feel longer than you know, so.
It's pretty standard,
It's a standard number.
and it's been upheld by the Attorney General.
And I think Mark, as the board president, has discretion. so-
Right. I'm not gonna cut somebody off.
Unless you have 150 people. in.
Right.
Right.
Then you might appreciate that brief.
Exactly.
But if you have different issues to address, I mean, 2 minutes, is that enough?
Well, you can surprise something.
Because we're not interrupting them. They're
Yeah.
just at 3 minutes to talk at us.
Yeah.
Historically, we had someone come in and reconcile in 3 minutes.
No.
Yeah, we were banning his own behaviors.
Don't want to scare you. I don't think it's.
banning patrons, banning lawyers, that's.
You've seen it all.
Yeah, but the policies are, this is pretty standard.
Okay, any other questions or comments? Okay, can I have a motion to approve the revised public comment policy regarding public comment at board meetings?
With the
Motion to approve is
As amended. Okay, can I have a motion? Oh, you be the first. Oh, you made the motion, but, okay, we got a second. All in favor? Aye. Be opposed? Okay, that passes 7-0. Thank you. Next is approval of the 2021 staff day closing. Any questions or comments on it?
Me too.
Can I just say, I really like. It's really appreciate this, and I'm sure that the staff will do it. And the fact that I can take a little bit, it takes time. So, wonderful. Very nice of them.
And we intentionally not created a day where, like we normally have in the past, where all 150 to 60 staff are gathered in the Petty auditorium together. This day is gonna focus on department meetings, so that the teams can see each other. And the board, our members are invited, of course.
Okay. I have a motion.
So motion.
Okay, motion to approve the 2021 staff day closing. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay, that passes 7-0. Any comments from trustees? Any comments from any of the trustees?
I just have a quick question. Can we do the meetings here all the
Oh.
time?
I don't see why not.
I like your idea. I think this is really good.
You're the board, so you can decide wherever you want.
Yeah,
to
we're
be.
here.
That's right.
Yeah.
You get some outside food.
It's nice that they don't have to be bothered with the third floor, do if someone wants to come to meetings. So
All of
it's
your
another
access.
barrier to getting.
We have to change that in the website, Monica, that the meetings are gonna be held here
I mean, I think it's on there for now, so, because
for people to know.
Okay, I do have a comment. There were a couple of newspaper articles in Tribune that were sent out. And something. So, take a look at that. Think about what's going to happen in the future. So on. Unfortunately for the people.
But financially, we're in a different situation.
We're in a different situation, right? But that can change. In the next election.
See you.
Nice to
Yeah,
see everyone.
pleasure to meet you.
Oh, thank you so much. Nice to meet all of you. And it's, I'm glad we can do it in person.
Yeah.
Just subscribe.
Excellent. I better write something tonight.
Okay, do we have a motion to end the meeting?
You got a motion to end the meeting?
Second,
Second.
okay, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Okay, that passes.
Thank
Okay.
you, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a good evening and thank you.
Welcome.
So I did